like the TV show Suits or Law and Order or Better Call Saul? So, the biggest difference between any legal drama, or legal comedy for that matter, and reality is that the drama and laughs in reality are spaced much farther apart between hours of reading and drafting and tedious negotiations with other attorneys. And also, a lot of times the matter goes on indefinitely. It doesn't have a clean ending, much less a happy one. I get asked about Suits most often, and I've only seen a couple of episodes, but it does seem to be a pretty decent representation of working in big law, including specifically some of the atrocious, Machiavellian, manipulative, scheming, corrupted personalities that you have to deal with, both from other attorneys and the clients. There's also a lot of the same pretense and posturing, and at least pre-COVID, a lot of the attorneys really did dress that well. But it wasn't until I was a mid-level associate that I actually got to be a meaningful part of the drama and intrigue and front page matters, which I actually lucked into in a lot of ways because most associates don't get to see that kind of action until their sixth or seventh year at the earliest. Now, there's also a show on CBS called So Help Me Todd, and it's centered around a mid-sized law firm. Sadly, I've never had an affable private detective creating hijinks and chaos to spice up the workday, but the mom and senior associate lawyer characters both ring pretty true, at least as far as their dedication to their clients and their job frustrations go. It would be fairly unusual to see attorneys, even litigators, taking on such a broad range of cases and types of clients, although you do get a lot more of that diversity in every sense of the word when you're at a small or medium-sized firm like the characters on So Help Me Todd are. Big law, now the Suits experience, isn't for everyone, and after 5 years, I realized it wasn't for me. And going in-house isn't always all it's cracked up to be either. For me personally, I found that working at the smaller or mid-sized firms, the So Help Me Todd firms, to actually be the closest experience to being a TV version of a lawyer. The situations that come up there are wild sometimes, and you get to know your clients' personalities in a way that just doesn't happen very often in big law culture. And believe me, some of these personalities could be TV characters in their own right. Now that I'm a principal attorney at a very small firm, I've lost track of the number of times I've said to clients, you really cannot script this stuff, or you need to sell the movie rights to this after it's resolved. And I love being a part of guiding them to that resolution. So, is being a lawyer like you see on TV? Mostly no, but sometimes yes. And that combination can be incredibly rewarding and, dare I say, fun. So, fellow lawyers, which TV show or movie best represents the kind of legal work you do? Let us know in the comments.